Titanfall 2 has made a comeback. For what seemed like forever ago now, a few good years ago to be exact, Titanfall 2 was unfortunately struck with a series of DDoS attacks that almost permanently made the game completely unplayable, to the point where the game's own community made a separate client to safely play the game called Northstar. However, up until recently, that has changed. Titanfall 2 has received the fixes that it deserves, but for what reason exactly? Well, that's a question I wish I could answer. As a result of this fix, Titanfall 2 is receiving a massive surge in players that the game absolutely needed. Because of this surge, I took it upon myself to play the game's single player and multiplayer offerings, and what I experienced might be one of the best shooters I have ever played. The campaign was captivating, engaging, and unique. Affect and cause anyone? The gunplay is smooth, the Titan combat is engaging, as it requires a level of thinking in how you engage others in combat. It might have some of the best shooting mechanics I've ever experienced in a game. What surprised me the most, however, is how similar in atmosphere the game was to Half-Life 2. I don't really know how to explain it, but considering how most of the experience is just you and BT walking around having your own adventure with nobody else until the end of the game, the environments give me a sort of liminal space type feeling, something Half-Life 2 does very well. I think you might know what I'm talking about. It could also be because the game is running on Source, a game engine used by many of Valve's older titles, which many have described as having its own atmosphere in of itself, as Source games have a very particular look and feel, and the fact that the developers used Half-Life as an inspiration for the game, I think that's pretty telling. Speaking of developers, considering this game was made by some of the people who made the original Modern Warfare trilogy, it's no surprise that the campaign is as fun as it is. In some small ways, I believe that Titanfall 2 acts as a spiritual successor to the original Modern Warfare games. I want this video to be viewed as a PSA. Titanfall 2 deserves your attention. The game is always on sale for about £2 here in the UK and will provide you with an experience that even the most modern shooters cannot offer you. Just recently, because of these updates, the game received its first ever new piece of content since August of 2017. That was 6 years ago. It is a party-like mode that is RPGs only with low health and low gravity. I know that might sound daunting, but trust my words and give the mode a try. It is chaotic, but it is chaotic in the best way possible. Titanfall 3 is desperately needed. I'm fine with Apex existing, but that game wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the Titanfall games, and the community has been demanding for a sequel for so many years now. I'm surprised nobody has been hospitalized by how many times people have requested a third entry. With your help and the communities, we should show the EA that there is a demand, and maybe Titanfall 3 might happen. Titanfall 2 suffered not because the game was received badly or anything like that, no. It suffered because EA fucked up by releasing the game in the middle of October, a time where Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1 were competing for dominance. If EA actually cared, the game would have sold more if it was delayed to 2017 rather than releasing it during a busy month. The game was disadvantaged from the start. With that being said, I hope you have fun with the game, and I look forward to seeing how you feel about the game in the comments below, and consider supporting my channel. It's good to see Titanfall back. Have fun, everyone.